Right, hello, hello, hello. I'm work on for UE multi-shot. I think I fell just below 100. Yep, did. Here's the gear. I recently got a new shoulder, but it's okay. Still looking for a different uh, push gloves, push ancient gloves. I have a version that could work, but I kept it for speed T16s. I recently got a newer restraint. I'll be using it, and I have to turn the dexterity to area damage, which I'll be that very shortly. Uh, and yeah, so I have two augments. One was from my original focus ring here, and the other is the second augment that I did last time to give myself a little bit more damage for my 130 plus last time that I did. Last time I worked on the multi-shot, UE multi-shot after my Strafe Impale was not very exciting and not very fun. For the 18th to 25th try on the Impale 144, so I decided to work on the multi-shot UE, where I warmed up with 119 and then 124 and then 129. And then I forgot to put on Stricken, where the first attempt was Veracity and it didn't work because I couldn't stack Stricken, obviously, because there was no Stricken. So then also I decided to do a second augment, realizing that I already was using an augmented focus ring from my other build, because normally whenever I do like warm up or push attempts on uh, most of the builds and most of the season, I always try to do a zero augment pushing, but at the end of the day, since it was already augmented by one piece uh, with said focus ring from the other build, that it ended up not being a zero augment push attempt. So I decided to augment a second piece for the 134 so that the 134 would feel much better. Today, I will be augmenting the other pieces, and yeah, so this is the setup. I I did decide to use tactical advantage for more mobility whenever I'm using my smoke screen. And for my smoke screen, I'm a vanishing powder user, vanishing powder rune user. I've gotten used to the muscle memory of it, so it is definitely not the same as maybe one or two variations. But yeah, this is the gear that I have. This one was given to me by my friend Rilith, and so it is only a 44% damage reduction. So there is still room for improvement here. But yeah, let's go ahead and mouse over the things again. And I will also need to craft an ancient Captain Crimson belt. This was just happened to be usable at the time when I was um, putting the build together on the armory as a save. So a lot of the pieces of gear have been sitting in the stash for some time, just temporarily, especially for the Captain Crimson set. And thank you for the follow. So let's go ahead and go into the game. And we will try 135. And I will most likely show the gear again because by the time I augment, uh, it'll be too far from since I showed it. So here we go. Let's go ahead and augment my pieces. So the really useful primals will have a higher augment gem. This is not augmented yet. Sure, I check that they weren't augmented. and then it's the helmet that I want. Augment the 131. And if you were wondering, as for the helmet, why the 1000 vitality is still sitting there, it's because this is an ancient base default 1000 vitality. When I do get more paragons, I will switch this to my third multi-shot. I placed a multi-shot that is supposed to be on the helmet to this side on my weapon, offhand instead, and that's why I have the usual two multi-shot. Yeah, until I have enough paragons, I will remove this 1000 default vitality. So normally, my method of whether it's gear checking or using gear, whenever I'm given such a luxury or such good default rolls, I call them default rolls, uh, I will not touch the stat line. I won't touch the stat line until at the time that I actually need it. So let's say the 135 I'm starting to struggle, then if I'm not like dying in the rift, I will turn this 1000 vitality. But at the same time, if you're missing this 1000 vitality, which a skill damage build that uses the skill on the helmet, then eventually your Paragon points will have to redistribute from main stat anyway, such that you need to rebalance. I call it a balancing act for the helmet, especially if the build goes with a skill damage in the helmet, then you need to put at bare minimum 100, if not the 200 paragons that balances the missing vitality that a build that doesn't have a skill damage in the helmet would already have, base vitality, such as Gears of Dreadland, God DH, for example. God DH doesn't use a skill on the helmet, so therefore God DH uh, should want to have base vitality there. And so when you do the balancing act, as I call it, then you would put the 200 paragons to vitality in the paragon core. If you want to put a bare minimum, you do like half. So it takes, 100 to 150 paragons so that you match up around the helmet's 750 as a non-ancient, and that would still work. But again, main stat is king, so you don't really want to risk redistributing too much, which is why some people don't do the balancing act. But the balancing act is pretty important, and so for right now, this 1000 vitality is an appreciation for the RNG to where I'm given the max as an ancient, and this is not a primal. So when I get such lucky 1000 default, I'll just keep the 1000 until I need that third slot multi-shot, which again, like I said, I put the second multi-shot here. So normally you would push with 2 out of 3 of your skill damage pieces before you go to the third one. Alright, so that was a very long-winded explanation about that. And here we have to augment the other pieces that aren't too great with 125s, which means that they have room for improvement. Funny enough, this is 1000 vitality, but the vitality, I was talking so much about the helmet base vitality that I was thinking 1000 vitality. I meant 1000 dexterity. So this pair of gloves is also very interesting with the as an ancient and not a primal that it's a 1000 base dexterity given to me by default. And so obviously I use this pair of gloves until I get a different one that actually has more area damage uh, for me to roll, such that 1000 vitality. I keep saying vitality because my headspace is in the vitality headspace. 1000 dexterity. Yeah. So we'll be using that for a while. But it still doesn't deserve higher because of the 13% area. And this 13% area is causing me to be below 110. My push for the 134 was at 107 area total damage because my previous one, which I'll show later, that yeah, and anyway, I'll show the previous shoulders again on my hero details. But here we go with the 125 here, even though it is a 19 physical, 6 crit, and the availability to roll life per hit here for the oscillation of the health pool, where this is only a 44% given by my friend Relif, so then this uh, still doesn't deserve higher than a 125, at most a 130. But I'll work with a 125 for now. So that's that. And lastly, it would be this one. The good news about this Captain Crimson is that because the UE Multishot build has such low health pool threshold, this was really usable because of the 640 base vitality that the RNG gave me, but the other stats are weak, so it only deserves a 125 as well. Yeah, so I'm basically using 125 augments to bookmark uh, the weaker or the equipment slots that I would wish to still upgrade and still have room for improvement, right? Yeah, anyway, I'll show again my hero details for the shoulder that I mentioned, that because it is not ideal yet, this was my previous non-ancient where it had the 20% area, so it was a total of 107. And yes, my restraint is a different one from this one, so now I'm gonna have to go try to roll for my area damage so that I can actually get above 105 right now. Let's go ahead and go to this restraint. And since I'm not using uh guardians or something, this dexterity does not get doubled. This equipped dexterity does not get doubled anyway. And I got this yesterday during visions, and I was really hoping that it would be an ancient one. Then I would match together and pair together with my focus ring, ancient focus ring. However, it didn't. But still, 56 is amazing, and so we will hope that I can get area damage. Really? First try. First try, 20% area. Okay, well, that saves me a lot of time. Now I get a nice, quote unquote, rounded. No, it's not a round number, but 125 is a really cool number because when we augment the default whispers, it's rank 125, so it fits the number in that sense. So that was pretty fast. I thought I would take a lot longer to roll that, but I guess the RNG of the restraint itself is so good that everything seems to be 56 and 20. So thank you, RNG, I guess. So there's a bit of a bad news with my setup right now is that I am missing, however, physical resistance. My physical resistance is and fire, in fact, are both the lowest. And what that means is that when I continue to raise my GR tier push number, I will be uh getting hit a lot harder as I go up. Um, which is a huge problem, in fact, because the majority of incoming damage in terms of damage layering is, in fact, physical and fire. And so I will have some issues with that. Hopefully, I can overcome those issues with my gameplay. And before we go into the attempts, we will go ahead and once again show the gear. once again, I fell from like rank 94 to 99 and now 101 since first March morning that I attempted the 134. Here's the gear again. Helmet, not augmented. Previous non-ancient shoulder. The 1000 dexterity gloves. The previous restraint. And in fact, both. Now I'm gonna be using the newer area damage restraint on the Impale side as well. But anyway, it's just bonus area for fire. Eventually, if I do use cold, then the area damage is even better for the cold side. So there's uh nothing bad about the new restraint. It's just that it was sadly not an ancient one, and I would have been even more excited if it was ancient. Uh, it wasn't this my Yanks wasn't augmented at the time of the 134. I did make a second augment for the 134 attempt. This was not augmented. This is still not ancient, which if my 135 plus attempts today have issues, then I'll have to try to craft an ancient Captain Crimson. This was just this pairing is just done through saving in an armory for UE when I found my Yang's recurve in a speed GR. Well, it's not like a speed GR, it's like a 129s, I think, on Impale. I still haven't gotten an ancient chess piece, but it came with the max discipline, so I'm using it. And that's what you need to worry about is the max discipline on your weapon, chess piece, and offhand quiver. So then I did work on a elemental trifecta for UE because I know that I haven't been playing UE in for many years, so I need whatever help I can get from the amulet firepower. So my amulet is in fact crazy on firepower. And speaking of that, I actually need to grab another augment for my amulet because when we were augmenting, we didn't augment the amulet. Yeah, so this was also not augmented. This was the original focus that was from my Impale side, so it is augmented during the 134 and I mean the 119, 124, 129, and 134. And this was also not augmented. And like I said, I use Vanishing Powder because that's how my muscle memory works. And I feel better that in the times of emergency, that if my discipline did go down with the other rune choices, it would cause more trouble for me personally. So I decided that I use Vanishing Powder instead. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead also go and grab the last augment for my uh necklace. Uh, I I guess since it is what it is, I'll just put a 128 on it just to designate that it it is stronger than the other items. And the reason why I'm not augmenting it with anything higher is also because it's a sanctified item. Eventually, the sanctified items are non-transferable. So, uh, since that is the case, I'm not gonna overspend on it until you have such spare gems that you don't care literally about them. Then you can just max out everything, obviously. But as for right now, uh, I'm not at the 150 push yet to the point where I don't need everything to be 150s. Okay, so not that I have 150s anyway, as you can see. So here we go, augment that. Okay, so what's my current damage? Physical 5.2. So I think I made from 2 augments to like, well, I can just check the non-ancients. So 2 Three non-ancients. Meaning I'm now on 10 augments since I last attempted the 134. So I already showed the gear. So let's go ahead and get ourselves going. Let's see. Let me just double check what I want to use. Last time I did use drifting, actually. The funny thing is I did use drifting, which I shouldn't have. But I think that mobility is also a good choice, so that I can maintain my necklace a bit better. I do understand that Rocket Storm procs are important. Uh, well, especially for the fire side that I remember from years ago. But I will stick with drifting for now, and I think it should be fine. I went from 2 augments to 10 augments, so it's 8 additional augments of damage. And let's go straight into 135. I'll warm up using whatever I get, and we will see how many attempts I need to take. Last time, because I didn't put Stricken onto my first 134 from the 129 jump, I was jumping my UE because my Impale side already attempted 143 done. So the jumps are 5 from 119 as a warm up, and then 124, and then 129, and then 134 because I forgot about the stricken stacking for 130 plus. I failed the first attempt of the 134, which I made up on the second attempt, and so that was a 134 second try for that 134 I showed on the leaderboard several times earlier. All right, so here we go, 135. Let's warm up and let's get going. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to. Am I missing something? Or is the damage really like that? I mean, I almost forgot to press my Odyssey. I think I didn't change anything in there. Okay, the bad news. There's a bad news is the yellow elite. So I'm pretty sure I'm behind time with this. So after I clear this out, I'm gonna move on. Okay, so this is X Executioners. And then I'm getting too many elites here. So this is a bad opening. Really bad. Really bad opening. I mean, the monster types are okay, but the problem is this. I'm getting elites everywhere. Literally. 3 elite packs. This is not what you want. I mean... I got the early 3% shield. Okay. Okay, so... There's a good news and bad news. The bad news is... Well... The bad news is... I don't know if I can maintain all this density for them. So... Let's go ahead and grab it and let's try to play it. I do enjoy the 125 area that I got though. But I think the density is dying too quickly for me to make use of them. That's the other problem that I have with this. Okay, I killed the blue. Caught up the time. Okay. Yeah, so the other issue is that it was really hard to get all the elites together, and I didn't want to waste more time. So I decided to just give up on gathering them. I usually would spend more time, but this map is very linear, so you don't really want to keep going back. Yeah, I did get very lucky though with the 3% shield that would help me maintain this amount of time that I currently have. Breaking even, but so the shield was actually not very helpful because in my 134 it was the same thing, but the 134 was so cool because it was the graveyard, and I got really lucky with a lot of stuff on there. Alright, so shield is almost down. I have to be careful again. I'm really hoping that my second floor will be better than this. So this is a reasonable warm-up game. With the monster type being pretty good. But the shield didn't really play too much better. So let's go ahead and check out what I have next. This is a painful monster type, which is where my physical resistance is not gonna be helping with only being under 1,100. I'm trying to get them a little lower to see if I can actually use this floor. But I feel like I should just skip this floor. Okay, there's one blue, but it's shielded. Man, this rift is so elite RNG. Like, the RNG is crazy on the number of elites. Like, I don't want elites just yet, but I'm seeing them. And this is bad, by the way. The blue is an archer, so they can't follow very well. So this is like a waste of time. See, look at that. Third elite. So since the archers can't follow very well, I mean, these monster types are so bad in terms of the elite that I can't do very much. I'm gonna give this floor maybe like this one last density fight, and then I'm probably gonna just check the third floor because this is not working. The funny thing is, I mean, if I get to see what I want to see, I can try to play this with a conduit, but I don't think I'll get it.
I'm still waiting.
So
Need more time.
I'm just gonna like try to invest a little bit more, and there's a reason for that. The reason is I'm trying to bring them nearer to the exit so that if I do get a conduit, I can run back to this and get the maximum amount that my shield didn't perform.
Need more time.
This is a huge investment, but it didn't start out too well other than the lucky 3% shield like I talked about. But since they're all here, I might as well try.
Not ready yet.
Okay. I think I lost a lot of time already, but
Sweet revenge. Need more time.
okay, let's go next floor. I'm gonna just try to burn this spot in case that was a pylon. To see.
I'm still waiting.
Uh, hmm. This is pretty rough. Yeah, there's too many elites on this one.
Not
So
ready yet.
that's why I did that, by the way, just now. I did that pull because if I did get a lucky conduit, I would have played both conduits on both floors.
I'm still waiting.
And this is the very reason why I did it. So if I do get a conduit, I can still probably make it,
Not ready yet.
but it'll just break even at most.
I grow weak.
Yep, I knew that was gonna happen.
Need more time.
Yeah, I think I lost too much time.
Not ready yet.
The second floor being Desolate Sands was not the best by any means.
I'm still waiting.
And then I get too many elites.
Not ready yet.
Okay, 46. Maybe I get a bonus pylon. What is it? Power.
I'm injured.
Ah,
Need more
crap.
time. I'm still waiting.
I wish it wasn't power, by the way. If it was conduit, I would still get the time, but I don't think I can.
Need more time.
Yeah, power is too weak. Even though I think I ripped too many times for the power.
Not ready yet. I am losing strength.
Yeah, the ground effects are just too painful. Yep, if it was a conduit, I would have done okay. But
I'm
I
still
did
waiting.
get a pylon that helped though. I guess channeling would have been nicer, I would say. Power is just a little too short for the
Need more
immense,
time.
painful effect that I'm getting. So,
I am
channeling would have
losing
been
strength.
better. In fact,
I'm still waiting.
I almost got this elite too. Just now, it was just too much.
I am wounded. I am renewed.
Yeah,
Not
see,
ready yet.
my progress is like reasonable. It was just sad. I almost got it.
Heal me. Need
Yeah,
more
speed.
time.
Yeah, I needed conduit there. I needed conduit. So I got 3 pylons, and they were all like pretty okay. But yeah,
I am returning to town.
it wasn't. It was just too short, too crazy. But it was close. If if I had gotten a conduit there, I would have taken out these, and then I could have gone back for the pool investment that I did, and I would break even. Literally. Now, obviously, I would probably still die a bunch, but I think the conduit would have reduced 1 rip minimum out of the 3 or 4 rips that I got there just now. And I was using revive at checkpoints, so I wasn't gonna lose too much time. And I did make the investment where I was pulling the 2 elites from the previous floor as close to the exit as I could. So that was as close as it got for the time investment that I put into that. So that was pretty interesting. First try fail. Floor 2 was Desolate Sands. Floor 3, Ice Forest again with 2 elite packs. Sadly, Power Pylon, the Conduit. And I was focusing so much, I can't even think of my floor 1. It was probably Ice Forest as well. Yeah, it was. It was Executioners. Yeah, okay. So I kind of got an idea of what I did there. Okay, so it wasn't that terrible of a warm up, I would say. If I had one less elite on the first floor, it was like 3 elites, like very quickly with a lucky 3% shield. The shield didn't do much at all because I couldn't pull the elites properly. So I could have taken out 2 out of 3 if they were in a better position. But also that the density was dying like too quickly. I mean, the progress bar didn't show that the density was dying, but the density was dying because I would love to have them for splash damage on the elites, so I ended up only killing the blue elite pack out of that, and I wasn't gonna kill the yellow elite from the Shield Pylon anyway. So it was like I was just it was just the map was too linear to play the shield properly, and the density was just dying too quickly. X executioners are actually they don't really have that much health, especially when you splash damage like this. So it was unfortunate. I did get the pylons roughly at the time that I wanted them. Uh, so it was what, like a 37%, 37 or 39% power pylon, I think, something like that, and then a 66 uh speed. That was interesting. Okay, let's go second try.
I'm still
Okay,
waiting.
Anarchs. Demon Troopers are good, but they do have low health, which means that if I do get any elite packs, they're gonna die like too fast for an elite pack, which I just said an elite pack, and there is an elite pack, but then
Not
they.
ready yet.
So I'm gonna get good progression from Demon Troopers, but the elite pack will not die. See, all the Demon Troopers are basically dead. Now, the good news about this elite pack is it's a ghost again, which actually follows.
Need more
So,
time.
over time, if this floor isn't too small, I can actually get this yellow
Not
down.
ready yet.
And it is actually going, by the way, because of the density splash, or at least the minion splash.
Need more time.
So I need to keep moving now, because I ran out. Okay, it is here. I had to
I'm still
sacrifice
waiting.
cheat death for to make sure that the elite did follow me. Unfortunately.
Not ready yet.
Okay.
Need more time.
So sadly, I couldn't use the Oculus Ring. Yep. Too late.
Not ready yet.
I'll use this green ring for the resource cost reduction. Alright, the density is dropping off, so I need to go further.
I'm still waiting.
Oculus ring.
Need more time. I've become more formidable.
Oculus ring. Freaking stacks almost got the yellow down.
Not ready yet.
Alright, I didn't get bonus orb, that's fine. I broke even. Finally a second elite shielding, that's a problem. So let's just go ahead and kill density instead.
Not ready yet.
Let's use this corner for damage.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Hmm.
Not ready
I
yet.
don't know if I have the space to kill this blue.
Need more time.
Yeah, I don't think I have the space to kill that blue. Let's
Not
just
ready yet.
take this out. And then move on.
I'm still waiting.
Okay. I actually got pretty good density here. I just don't know if I can splash the elite though.
That was just a taste.
Speed. That's not what I wanted to see from the 25% power 25% pylon. I needed something better than that.
I'm still waiting.
I'll take it now since this is pretty dense. This is a very good Pandemonium, by the way. The bad news is
More time.
I don't know if I can kill anything here for progression
Do you want more?
because this is
Not ready
there's
yet.
too it takes a lot to get the progress bar going at this point.
Need more time.
And then on top of it, the speed is
I'm still
not
waiting.
technically helping against the elites either.
Not ready yet.
So I'm just splashing as much as I can. Use that to heal.
Need more time.
Okay, I need to move forward.
Not ready yet.
Let's use this Oculus ring. Forward.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
Oculus ring.
Not ready yet.
Oculus ring.
Sweet revenge. I grow weak.
The heal.
I'm still waiting.
Oculus ring. Okay,
Need more
moving
time.
forward. I think it's the end of the floor, so that's bad.
Not ready yet.
always really bad when you don't get how you wanna deal the damage. They're like almost dead.
Ready yet.
Okay, so the bad news is I have to go check the next floor. Okay,
Need more
I don't
time.
think I will make it. This fire shamans.
Do you want more? I'm still waiting.
It's really bad. I need a
Not ready
conduit
yet.
to even play backwards, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can reach that though. Okay.
Need more time.
Yeah, it's fire shaman. This is over. I don't think I can get my progress that I want.
Not ready yet.
I wanted enough progress to where I get a conduit faster, but there's no way. There's just
Need more time.
too many fire shamans. They're worthless in progression,
Sweet revenge. I'm still waiting.
and I need a conduit.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, I needed a conduit. I can't play
I must
next
wait.
floor down like this. If only that I had a conduit there, I would have played the same two elites backward pylon play again, but yeah. It's too far for me to walk all the way back, I think. Even if I did get what I want now. So,
Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
okay. Did I get anything? No?
Not ready yet.
Yeah, it's too late. Sadness.
I'm still waiting.
Because I could have.
Need more time. Vengeance! Not ready yet.
Man, every time I'm this close. Pretty sad. I'm this close to pulling off what I wanted to play.
I'm still waiting. Bleed, you filth! I feel better now. Not ready yet. Need more time.
Yeah, it's too late.
Ready yet.
I love this, but Too late.
I'm still waiting. That is a powerful foe over there. Not ready yet.
What's funny is that if I had any additional progression, I would have had this.
Need more time.
Yeah.
Heal me. Feel my wrath.
Conduit is so
I'm still
late.
waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Vengeance! Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Your fear betrays you. Need more time. Not ready yet.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Need more time. I'm still
Just a
waiting.
little late. I'll just finish it. I
Need more
think
time.
think I have a little too little stacks.
Not ready yet.
Yep. Too little time to stack. I mean, I did see my 99% shield
I'm still
pylon,
waiting.
but the only other thing is that I
Need more time.
save correctly.
Not ready yet.
I'm gonna have to check if I saved correctly, but I did check for the 99% pylon and I got it. I got what I wanted. But the conduit was too slow. I needed conduit a little sooner. I would have had this. I have Odyssey. I have been spamming it, I guess. Maybe I need to do it a little bit more, and then I should press my vengeance maybe like 2 additional times.
Well done,
But
champion.
yeah, that was
I
brutal.
become more formidable.
15-15. But I didn't have enough time to stack. Yeah. Conduit was not early enough. Uh, floor 4 shock tower, right? It was like a 72% conduit. Floor 5, I get crater, 99% island check, shield versus lighter at 53 seconds remaining. Yeah, floor 1 was Pandemonium, I think. I don't know. So many floors. I've gone down so many floors. I'll have to go check back the VOD later. But yeah, I had a speed pylon somewhere and stuff like that. Yeah. There's too many floors to think about while trying to like play the density. Almost had it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Hey, Machin, if you're still there, I'm just fully concentrated. But yeah. Third try. Hmm. I mean, my cooldown isn't enough. I'm gonna try some Captain Crimson belts. The other problem is just this. If I had the two elite, I spent too much time on the two elites too. Because I was hoping for the Conduit play, and I just got one floor too many. Yeah. Oh yeah, one of the floors was the archives. So it was like, yeah, the archives chopped me from playing a Conduit. So if I had a Conduit sooner for the two elite packs, I would have been fine. I spent too much time on that two elite packs, so then I lost time. I mean, I did have to pull them towards the exit though, in order to play a Conduit. And ancient usable. Closer, but I need an ancient usable, please. Like that. But I'll resist. I like the health pool though. It's giving me gain. I need all resist. That was close. 6, 12. I like the physical resistances they're giving me, but Painful.
The prophet did not mention what a bore you could
Okay.
be.
Decent. Really? It had everything except what I needed. Like, just one off minimum. There we go. Good. Exactly what I needed. Perfect. Good. This was almost. So the 40th. I'm not gonna take 10. No. Oh, 13 is fine to start. I'll take the 516 armor for luck. No. No. Come on. Don't give me 13 again. No point of going back to 13. There we go. Okay. That's an insane amount of toughness that I needed. So that's good. Yeah, that's better. That's the toughness that I wanted. The 125 for now. For it, even though it deserves higher.
New goods you might be interested in. Not your worst idea. Not quite.
Because I'm pushing right now. So, go ahead with that. It's a good upgrade. Now I just need a better chess piece. At minimum. I was working on cooldown. But anyway, that was good. That helped get my gear going. Let's continue. So that was the second try failed. Then I needed an upgrade. Got myself to 5.4. If I want the cooldown, I could try it. the question is, was it really that painful?
I practiced so long for that.
Let's see, 52, that's better. What is the 5.1 isn't bad.
I will use it well.
5.1 to 5.4 isn't bad.
My favorite.
I think I'll try this first. Cause I I mean the 300k will matter, but the problem is that I'm killing the density too quickly, and then I'm losing my vengeance uptime too quickly. So what happens is that I'm killing the density too fast for the elite to not get splashed, even by 5%. If I can splash the elite by 5%, I can overstay the 2 elite packs that I overstayed in that fail. So it's like I need that splash damage rather than direct damage. So we'll see. We'll see. 300k is a lot, but um that's the optimization I need to like figure out. So here we go, third try. Okay. Hmm.
I'm still waiting.
A little too crazy because it has ghost in it.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
There's only one big problem with this mob set, is that I end up killing everything except the elites. So I'm just
Not ready yet.
gonna get really confused about like how am I gonna get the elites.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Need more time. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. Need more time. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Okay, that teleport wasn't good, positionally speaking. Okay.
Need more time.
Okay, that yellow is almost dead.
I'm
Need to
still
move
waiting.
forward. The power is too early, but okay.
That was just a taste. Not ready yet.
Okay,
Need
this is
more
a
time.
bad investment. But I have to kill it.
I'm still waiting.
Okay.
Revel in your victory, my friend. Need more time.
Okay. I have a lot of stuff here.
Not ready yet. Need more time. Bleed, you filth! Not ready yet. I wish I could do that. Your fear betrays you! I'm still waiting. I could get accustomed to that.
Okay.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
Parring time.
I'm still waiting. You won't survive that! Not ready yet. Strange magic radiates from this bowl.
Okay, one elite.
Need more time.
2.
I'm still waiting.
Three.
Not ready yet. Your fear betrays you!
Okay.
Need more time. Sweet revenge! I'm still waiting. Need more time.
2 down.
I'm still waiting.
E.
Not ready yet. Darkness awaits you! Need more time.
Okay.
I'm still waiting. Darkness awaits you! Not ready yet.
Just don't know if I can kill the blue.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
Okay.
Need more time.
Okay. Floor.
Not ready
Oh,
yet.
come on. There's another blue here.
Need more time. Do you want more?
I don't think I can kill this blue. Yeah, let's move on.
I'm still waiting. Sweet revenge. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
The big problem is I just don't know how far I need to go now
Need more
to
time.
get my density. Okay.
Not ready yet.
Of course.
I'm still waiting. Do you want more? Need more time. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. Need more time. Your fear betrays
Go.
you.
Going.
I'm still waiting.
Okay, this is good.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
The bad news is I made a square.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Okay. Keep moving.
Not ready yet. Need more time. Sweet revenge. Not ready yet. Need more time. I wish I could do that.
Ice Porcupine is really nice.
I'm still waiting.
The Rift
Right.
Guardian has arrived.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Need more time.
Nice.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. Need more time.
There we go.
You have triumphed.
Okay. Finally. I mean, I didn't get my conduit, right? Played the first floor really well though, I would say. The second floor a little bit, not so much. But I did get lucky with density. So that was good. That was a good floor 1 though. I had to wait to use the Power Pylon. Where I saw that I had enough blue elite packs, and I got pretty lucky with the amount of blue elite packs that there was on the first floor too. Because the first floor, if it had more yellow elite packs, I would have lost time. So that helped a lot there. That helped a lot. Oh, I did have a 132. Okay, I could have augmented that with a 132, I guess. I just put it on a different tab space because I was keeping it to rank up in group play. So anyhow,
I need to go back.
there we go. That's pretty good.
The blood runs true within you.
My
Had to take a screenshot real quick. Third try. That's good. After I got a new belt. Or 1 was Fields of Misery, which helped Ghostly Trio. I think was like 18% Power Pylon. Something like that. Saved it until I saw 3 plus 8 blue packs way ahead at around, I think like 33% progress before going back for the Power Pylon. Or 2 was Cathedral. It had Anarchs and Archers or something like that. I think it was a Channeling Pylon, I think. Nice, congrats. Yeah, so I think like the way that you want to play, I need to check your gear. But yeah, so eventually we'll have to check your gear. But you need to play density. So if you're overstaying your elite pack, you're gonna be in trouble. Really? Nano heal. Okay.
Let's see what happens, shall we? My father would be proud of you. Hello there. Well, isn't that nice? Are you ready? What a steal. What? I didn't even know I had that thing.
So close. Back to 77. Alright. Let's try 136. I mean, I didn't get a good time though. That's the thing. I didn't get a good time. Rank 77. 136 is like top 50. Okay. So that means I need to do 136. Hmm. Okay. Guess I could try 136. Alright, let's try it. Is there anything else I changed? I mean, I did change the follower, so I changed the follower to cooldown because I realized that the elemental damage is putting out too much damage to the splash, where I couldn't splash. Yeah. I mean, this is not the right follower either necessarily, right? At some point, this is not the follower you're supposed to use, but I'm using her anyway. So let's try this. Thank you for the follow. Michael. Alright, let's try 136. Okay. This is bad. Okay, I got chickens.
Not ready yet.
So there's a bad news here.
Still waiting.
The bad news is I got an elite too early. Again. But I did get chickens. But it is a keeps. So
More time.
there's a bit of a problem. I might need to like leave this floor ASAP. Like I advised
I'm still waiting.
earlier. So there is a lot of damage incoming. So that's the other part. The issue is the topaz for me is starting to feel more important. But again, this is a tight space map, so I am going to get hit more often, especially with the winged assassins.
Not ready yet.
Okay.
Need more time.
Yeah. When you have limited space, you're gonna get hit more often.
I must wait longer. Sweet revenge.
So that's the biggest problem about this map. Is that while the chickens are good,
Waiting.
my issue is that I'm gonna get hit way too often and I'm losing my necklace stacks.
Need more time. Feel my wrath. I'm injured. Must wait.
Wow, really? Yes, I didn't see the frosts.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. Need more time. Not ready yet.
Yeah, this map is not very good to maintain the necklace stacks.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. Your fear betrays you. I'm still waiting.
And then there's two little chickens now.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet. Vengeance! I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
Okay, of course.
Need more time. That was just a taste. I'm still waiting.
25. Power. I might need to go grab it.
I'm still waiting. You won't survive that. Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna come back anyways. That's why I grabbed it. But I just don't know what I can do with it.
Won't survive that. Not ready yet. Need more time. Not ready yet.
My issue is that blue is too healthy now.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Okay, got it. Okay. Barely managed that one.
Not ready yet. Lead, you filth!
Okay,
I'm still waiting.
nice density. Blue is kind of annoying, I guess.
Need more time.
Tight spaces.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. Need more time.
Yeah, this is too little space to play.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet. Darkness awaits you!
Okay.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
Okay.
Feel my wrath.
Blue.
I'm still waiting.
Can't do anything with that blue though.
Not ready yet.
I mean, I'm glad it's a blue, but I can't do much with it. Because it's the end of the floor.
Need more time. Darkness awaits you! I'm still waiting.
Okay. This floor is really pressuring. I don't know if I can handle this floor.
I'm still waiting.
Density is kind of falling. Okay, 6. I need a little bit more.
Need more time.
Oculus ring. Oculus ring.
Still waiting.
The wall helped me there. Nice splash damage on the blue. Got the blue down.
I'm still waiting.
Okay. More density now.
Need more time.
I need 75. At least. Okay.
I'm
Let's
still
see. Did I get any help? I mean, I still need to move forward anyway, so it doesn't matter.
not ready yet.
Problem is this blue needs to
Need more time.
follow me so that if I get a conduit, I know how many I can kill or need to kill.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
It's if I even get a conduit.
I'm still waiting.
Okay. I need more. Oh, I did. Okay.
Not ready yet.
Do I have more than this? Okay. It's a little
Need more
risky.
time.
Crap.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. That was just a taste. Not ready yet.
Do I have enough time?
I'm still waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Damn it.
Need more time. Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Yes.
Need more time.
Oh! Barely! That conduit saved me. I mean, actually the pinkish red ring saved me. But I also had to play cleanly there. And I don't know if my vengeance was up. I couldn't think properly. That was rough. That was rough. Yeah.
Hello.
No rips. Nearly ripped. One. Wow. That conduit saved me. I mean, the density was good. And I did move on time. And I did move on time. Like, this floor, I moved away as fast as I could through it. Yeah. So that was good.
I need to go back.
Yeah. Floor floor 1 keeps. Floor 1 keeps. It was chickens. I think I had like a 25% power pylon in top left corner. Floor 2, Temple of the Firstborn. What was it? Like, I don't remember the mob type. I just kept moving. Was it like Anarchs or something? I don't remember. Floor 3, uh, Graveyard. Uh, Hell Witches plus Yellow Baton guys. Um, and Legionnaire. Ordu Legionnaire, I think they're called. And then I got the Conduit at 77%. Risky cheat death proc. And then RG Blighter. Uh, almost rip on it. Had last orangey pinkish red ring to help me. 1452. Yeah. So I got power and so power and a conduit because my second floor I don't think I saw anything. Yeah, so it's like a 2 pylon rift, possibly 3, but I don't think I got a third one unless I like somehow like just didn't move enough for it, but I felt like it's a 2 pylon rift because the second floor would have had a pylon like in the middle, but depending on my 50-ish%, I didn't see it. The only thing was whether I like over revealed during my movement, like over here. When I was over here, I might have. I mean, I stalled as long as I could to see if they would spawn either a pylon right here or right here, and they didn't have anything. And so this felt really, really bad. basically. This part, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this floor 2. Yeah, floor 2 no help. Yeah, so that was crazy. But anyway,
I need to go.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Impressive.
I have more control.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna make the highlight. Really? Wow. This was close. I mean, if it had armor instead. Wow. Okay. Living stuff. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my push attempts. I'm gonna stop here for now. And I will see you guys next time.